What's up, guys? Uh, Welcome to Devil's Advocate, the live stream. What's up, guys? Hope you guys had a good week. I hope you guys had a good week. So, I think we'll have a decent stream tonight. Thank you for spending your few hours hanging out with me, checking out some clips. So that'd be awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, how you guys doing? So we'll, like always, right? Usually we're talking about the dating scene. We're talking about women and dating stuff like that. So that will be the gist of tonight. But we'll focus a good deal on women's thoughts when it comes to the dating scene. And I always find it really hilarious because it's ridiculous. Really, this is the thing with women that seems to be they can't grasp. Women's opinions on the dating scene is so skewed because again, women are very selective on who they date, okay, or who they give their time to. So your selectivity actually makes you less qualified to judge men collectively, right? Or in general. While in my opinion, men have they're not as selective, so they've had a better dating pool selection of their, thoughts. So, that's where I think men think about things a little bit differently than women. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. So yeah, let's get started. As always, we're gonna start with a Kendra G video. Okay. Hope you guys like it.
All right, here we go.
Okay. All right, so let's get started with this Kendra G video.
Hello? Hi. Oh, you look ready. I like this good light. This is what I'm talking about. Wait, why are you moving? It seemed like you were good. We were spotting and everything. All right.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Bring the phone up a little bit. What's your name, baby?
I'm Ivia.
Bring the phone up a little bit. Ivia. Where you calling me from?
I'm in North Carolina.
Okay, don't forget to bring the phone up a little bit.
Yeah, I'll back up a little bit. Okay.
All right. Ivia, North Carolina. How old are you?
I'm 33.
33. What do you do for a living?
I am a cosmetology educator at Empire.
A cosmetologist at Empire?
Yes, ma'am.
What's Empire?
A teacher at school.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not from North Carolina. So Empire is a school?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Beauty school.
So you're a cosmetologist. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Do you have any kids?
Yes, ma'am. I got 2 kids, 11 and 8.
Okay, both by the same man?
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been married?
No, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
So we got Ivia, North Carolina, 33, Gemini, cosmetologist, mom of 2 kids by the same man, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I'm looking for a man of faith, I could say. I know that's kind of weird on, but it's hard to find them. I've been going through a lot with liars and cheaters, like the other girls have said. So I want somebody honest. I need somebody that loves the Lord and that is ready to get married and not just play with people's emotions and stuff. I need a stepdaddy for my kids.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that part. But this is the thing, right? I have always said women that want men that are God fearing, religious, all this stuff, okay, when it comes to religion, right? Men that are, you know, live their name by the Bible, stuff like that, are ridiculous. Because these are the women that are pure opposite of the Lord, right? Living the book, living by the words of God. And now, after they've been ran through, after they've been traumatized, right? After they've been used, abused, after they've given kids to terrible men, now they want good men. Okay? Now they want men that are, abide by the words of God. And this is the thing where women seem to not understand. That now you want a certain type of man. Do you think you qualify for that certain type of man? So here's the thing. Where women, that's why I said there's such red flags and they don't understand it or see it. You want a man that follows the word of God, yet you lived your life essentially counter to the words of God. But now that you have, you're older, you're more traumatized, you're more used up, you're more less valuable, right? In the sense, the dating market sense. Now you want that man. So all these things, you're more traumatized, you're more used up, you're more older, all this stuff. This package is what you bring to a man that you think that is better than what you've had in the past. Right? So you give this package to better men. It's like, this is the thing where constantly women believe better men deserve less than terrible men. Right? This is the thing where, and this is why women's past matters to men. Okay? Body count, yes, but it's just an idea. It's just the idea of your past, where it shows you the type of person you are. Okay? And it shows you the type of person you are now as well. Right? The person you were and the person you are now. How this is what you value. Okay? This is what you think this man deserves. Because again, a lot of times these women who are now looking for better men don't treat these men like the kings that they are. Make these men like they are God's gift, right? Treat these men like they should be treated because, again, they are better than the men that you went into the past. But they don't treat these men all that great.
I guess you want to say so.
She put it out there. She need a stepdaddy. Could he have kids already?
Yes, he can. That's what I would love him to have his kids already because I don't want to have no more kids.
Okay. Should he? What are your deal breakers?
So deal breakers are, I could say, smokers and alcoholics. So that's really the only thing. And I guess like still dealing with their baby mamas and stuff. Like, just I need to know that she's good. Not, trying to go back and circle back and all that.
Okay.
She wants, like she said, she wants a stepfather, right? A man that's now responsible for her kids. Now, she did say she wants a man that has kids too. But this is the thing. Is he the type of man that, unless he's divorced and stuff like that, yeah, I guess. But again, you're making your pool smaller. Okay? And is a man that's divorced, has kids, or not divorced at all, and still have kids, does he really follow the word of God? It's doubtful.
Should he look a certain way?
So he has to be as attractive to me, like as me. Like, I don't want him to be like too bad. Like, he can't be like just unattractive. He has to be attractive. So
Gotta be attracted to her. What about money? Should you make a certain?
Those are one part, right? Where I think it's absolutely idiotic with women. You are trying to get a man or advertise for a man or, get men to contact you. You just said, oh, he has to be attractive to you. What does that mean? Are you attracted to short guys, tall guys, chubby guys, skinny guys? It's like, how about be more descriptive? it's like women love to waste their time, right? Waste their time and waste men's time because again, what does that mean? Be attractive to you. What are you attractive to? What are you attracted to? I really hate when people do that, and I definitely hate that when women do that.
Amount of money?
He has to make a little bit more than me, so now I'm doing like he has to make at least 50.
Okay, make more than 50. 50 or more. All right, Avia, let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. My room is like okay, y'all.
Okay. Okay. I see you, girl.
You see me?
We can see you. You got a body on you.
Yes, I'm 6 foot tall.
You're 6 foot.
Yeah, I'm 6 foot.
Did you say the guy had to be a certain height?
I didn't even say that, but yeah, he can't. If he would, I would love for him to be, 6 foot.
At least 6 foot. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we can see you.
Okay, good.
Avia, when was your last relationship?
She doesn't have a terrible body, right? I think it's about average. So yeah, that's helpful. Tall men. I mean, she's 6 foot. She's quite tall for a woman.
With their dad, my kid's dad, probably like 11 years or 8 years ago when I had my daughter.
Okay. Bring the camera up so your face isn't cut off.
Okay.
All right. You know what? Excuse me.
She hasn't been in a relationship for 8 years.
I was about to. There it goes. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Probably like a couple months ago with
Okay.
dad.
Okay. It was bad.
No, I'm just saying like the manipulating toxic Negro that I don't need to mess with no more.
Oh wow.
But yeah.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
So let's see. My procrastination. That's it. I could say maybe time management, like a little bit. Just be on time. Need to be on time a little. And just being naive to people, like just not being as naive.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you, boo?
Because I'm a beautiful spirit. I'm a good person, a great big heart. I definitely am ready to settle down, and just I'm a good faith, great Christian girl. I just need a real man.
Where's your proof? This is the thing. She just said she's a good Christian girl. Where's the proof of that? It's like women just think that okay, if they're not, I don't know, out there being criminals or out there being the worst of the worst, that makes them essentially good Christian women. It's like when you don't. That's why I this is why a lot of men have left the church because the hypocrisy of Christian women. Okay, it is unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. And here's the thing. Honestly, haven't been in a relationship in a long time. She hasn't been in a relationship a long time. She's only been dealing with the liars, the cheaters, and stuff like that. I think men need to understand that's a red flag. Telling you that here's the type of woman that attracts terrible men or attracted to terrible men. This is the thing where how do you know she's good? Because like she has not been worth it to none of these men to commit to. This is the thing where I honestly believe that's the lot in life she has now. A lot of women, they're just not that worth. They just don't qualify for good men. Sadly, they don't. The life that they've lived, have pretty much essentially disqualified them or just made it extremely hard for them to attract good men.
God. So
He's a real man of God. All right, let's do it. We got Ivia, North Carolina, 33 years old, Gemini, cosmetologist, works for Empire. I just learned. People are saying, can't you know Empire? I don't know why I think I should know every single thing in the world. I live all the way in California. I never heard of Empire, but shout out to the people who knew what Empire was. Oh, what's the age range you would date? You're 33.
So yeah, so 33. I'm trying to think. Should I go up to 35? I could say 35 to 45.
Okay. And do you want more kids?
No more kids.
Could he can have kids?
Yes, please have kids. So
Could he be in North Carolina?
What's the point of marrying her then? In my opinion, here's the thing. What I've said, I stand on this. Okay, I mean, you could do what you want, right? You could do what you want, but I think at the end of the day, if you're not gonna have a kid with her or kids or whatever, you shouldn't marry her. You shouldn't, especially in Western society, because again, there is very little benefit at all to marriage for men. Right? Being in a relationship with her, pretty much is good enough. But I'm a promote I promote marriage only for children because again, if she is giving you something that's should be precious, giving you a child, you should give her the security of marriage. That's my opinion.
He needs to be on the East Coast.
Be on the East Coast, okay. And are you on the Kindred Singles dating app?
Not yet. I'm about to download it right now.
Okay, I think and your name is IVES.
This is going to talk about her app. This is a thing, right? Where sadly, you will see there's a lot of men are not looking to marry anymore, right? A lot of men because it's not worth it. It's not worth it, and the women that they can get to marry, they're not worth it, right? They're not worth that level of commitment or that level of risk, in my opinion. A lot of men see that these women are not worth that level of risk. So, and a lot of these women, they have no proof that they are wifey material. Now they think that they're a good person, or they're a great lover, or they're a good mom. That equals wife. That doesn't. That really doesn't. That just equals a good person, or good lover, or good mom. That's it. Women don't realize being a wife is drastically different because then your focus is on your husband. Okay, not your children, because again, a wife focuses on the husband, right? A mother will focus on the children. So it's a lot of hats, a lot of duties that women just don't really realize, and they don't understand the level of responsibility that comes with it. So I just think it's ridiculous. So because a lot of women they don't understand the level of work that comes with being a wife, especially women like this, right? Women that hasn't really been in relationships like that, or she hasn't been in a relationship since 8 years, and the last relationship she's been in with a man that she gave 2 kids to, and that failed. So really, and then she's been dealing with terrible men ever since. So really, she has no history, no proof that she really understands what it's like to be a wife, to be a committed partner. Okay, especially to good men. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? All right, I got some TikTok videos we'll check out. All right, so I thought this video was interesting. I didn't fully watch it, but the topic is interesting. So let's check this video out.
I know y'all think life is a game, like, but in all seriousness, in the past week, I done had several patients coming in finding out that they're HIV positive. And y'all keep making these posts and these jokes, and it's not funny. Like, this shit is ruining people's lives from their early 20s to even as old as 50 years old. Stop playing. It's not funny. It's nothing funny about it. And you want to know what's so crazy? I seen a video of this gay dude on TikTok. He's a viral dude bragging about how he just moved to Houston and he just met somebody baby daddy, somebody trade, somebody thug drug dealer, and he let him the shit out of him first night because he grown and all of that, and he sent him on about his way. Y'all think this is funny? Yeah.
That is funny. That is funny. This is the thing, right? Man or woman, it is funny when you're irresponsible, you're delusional, you're idiotic, and then you suffer the consequences of those that idiotic decisions. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Okay? That is actually crazy ass funny. Because I think it is funny when people do stupid things and get stupid consequences. So it is funny, right? Man or woman, I don't care, right? This is the thing where I hold idiots responsible, period. So let's break this down.
I know y'all think life is a game, like, but in all seriousness, in the past.
This is the thing. This is so stupid. The people that think it's funny is not thinking that life is a game. The people that are being irresponsible are the ones that think life is a game. Okay? And that's why people think it's funny. I don't know what she's talking about, but maybe she sees comments and reactions of people that belittle this or laugh at it. Well, okay. It's other people being stupid, okay, with their life. So it is funny that you are suffering the consequences from your idiotic actions, right? So like she said, it's not funny. Nurse breaks down in tears saying AIDS is at an all-time high in Houston, Texas. It's like, are we not adults? Are we not adults? Her being so emotional is idiotic. Okay? These aren't children dying of cancer. No, these are full-grown adults, man or woman, full-grown adults being irresponsible sexually. Okay? It's not like they were born with AIDS. No, they contracted it. Yo, thank you, bro. Thank you for the support. Thank you for loving the channel. Right? But yeah, this is the thing where women are essentially terrible at being, let's say, leaders or being logical because they're so controlled by their emotions. That is nothing to cry about. Why are you crying about full-grown adults being idiots? Why? Okay? Full-grown adults being irresponsible sexually. So that's the insanity of it. That's insane. She's crying about that. No, these are adults not practicing safe sex. Okay? And she will tell a story about it. So, and is that worth crying about? No, because that's idiotic. So
Last week, I done had several patients coming in finding out that they're HIV positive. And y'all keep making these posts and these jokes, and it's not funny. Like, this shit is ruining people's lives from their early 20s to even as old as 50 years old.
Okay, AIDS ruined their lives by choice. This is the thing. It just amazes me that women don't understand. If there are consequences to your actions, they ruin their lives. AIDS didn't ruin their lives, right? AIDS is the consequences, but your bad choices in life ruined your life. Period. This is the problem where I see a lot with women. There are consequences to your actions. This is why in families you need both a man and a woman, right? A father and a mother, because women are too emotional for actual true discipline, right? So this is the thing. Women like this cannot teach their daughters, their sons about true consequences in life. They will be sympathetic, empathetic. They will be so nurturing that, oh my God, I feel so bad that you made stupid decisions. This is why good fathers are needed.
Stop playing. It's not funny. It's nothing funny about it. And you want to know what's so crazy? I seen a video of this gay dude on TikTok. He's a viral dude bragging about.
And maybe this is my assumption, right? Maybe a stereotype assumption. I think gay men are terrible or extremely irresponsible, right? Especially sexually. I think gay men are extremely irresponsible. So it is funny when you suffer from your irresponsible actions. It is. And I can't believe she's sympathetic to that. The story that she will say.
How he just moved to Houston and he just met somebody baby daddy, somebody trade, somebody thug, drug dealer, and he let him the shit out of him first night because he grown and all of that, and he sent him on about his way. Y'all think this is funny?
How could she be? This is why this right here is honestly an example of why this day and age we see so many problems in society right now, where the logic in that is absolutely disgusting. That is irresponsible, and yet she's sympathetic to it. People should, this is the thing, people should laugh at that. People should shame that, okay? A man moved to another state or a city, okay? And then irresponsibly let another man, have sex with him with no protection. And if, I don't know if she said he does get it, he does have it, but if he gets a STD, why shouldn't people shame him, laugh at him? Because idiots gets idiotic problems. It's like ridiculous. And this is the thing where I think this is an example where we see so many things. Here's my maybe a little bit of controversial opinion. We see so many things wrong currently in society. Immigration, the alphabet, community, all the things that are happening, just all these little problems we are seeing, right? With the children, the violence with children, all this shit. I honestly believe it stems from women. Okay? I think the root of a lot of those problems are from women. Okay? Because they're being sympathetic, they're being irrational, illogical, delusional, hypocrites. Well, those mental instabilities are putting cracks everywhere in our society. So I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking a lot into it, but I think women are the source of a lot of issues we're facing right now. And this is the thing where men, in my opinion, right, because of all these, the Me Too, the feminism, the uprising with women, and all this shit, men are just tired of it. Maybe kind of a little bit scared of it, so they're taking a step back. They're not putting their hands in it. They're not voicing a whole lot of opinions. They're not, trying to do anything. They're taking a step back and fine. I'll let you do your thing, right? I'll let you destroy our country. I'll let you destroy our society. Do what you want, okay? And we'll see the outcome of it. And I think a lot of men is like, fine, we'll let you do you, and then we'll see the outcome of all your decision making. So here's this is the insanity, right? And like I said, the ridiculous of it, when you don't practice safe sex and then you suffer the consequences, why shouldn't people ridicule that? Why shouldn't people recognize that? That is not sad. That's not a sad thing, okay? When you're suffering from actual consequences of your poor decision making, that's not sad. That is reality, and that's stupidity. You should be laughed at. You should be shamed. That's my opinion of that. What do you guys think? Yo, McCoy, thank you. All right, thank you. D'Lo, thank you. Thank you guys for stopping by. It's always nice to have new faces, have new people check out the live, right? So I'm glad you guys could, have a bit of time to stop by. Love it, love it. But yeah. All right, so I think this is interesting. This woman's take is ridiculous, but let's talk about this. All right, so yep, let's react to this.
As a man, if you don't have your financial affairs in order, you should not be dating. Dating costs money. It is an expense. It is not, women aren't using you, women aren't gold diggers. It just costs money. And if you think that spending money is ridiculous or, the woman is asking for too much, just abstain from dating. It is okay. If the idea of treating someone to dinner or a few drinks, if that causes a lot of stress to you, you have a lot of other priorities to worry about.
This is the insanity of women. Okay? So, before I break this what she said specifically down, right? I react to the things she said. This is why you can't apply women's logic, in reverse, because then they will be offended and it won't make sense. So here's the thing, okay? Money. Here's the thing where women always, when it comes to men, it's about money. When it comes to men, it's about money. But when I say let's apply that logic in reverse, okay? When it comes to women, it's about beauty. I mean, men give women money, women give men beauty in a sense, right? Body. So let's apply that logic in reverse. So essentially, if men don't have money, they shouldn't date. Okay, but then it has to make sense that if you are ugly as a woman, if you are fat as a woman, if you're unattractive as a woman, you shouldn't date. You're not allowed to date, right? So fat women, the Lizzos of the world, shouldn't date. They shouldn't interact with men, right? Men shouldn't go after these women because they are ugly or they're fat, right? Because this is the thing where that statement would get me crucified. But that's funny. Where when it comes to, how women view men, it's okay. Right? It's okay to pretty much value men as wallets. Essentially objects, okay? But when it's reverse, when men just say it, right? When men view women as objects, that is the hypocrisy. That's blasphemy or craziness. That's why women's logic is disgusting and irrational and just ridiculous. And this is the thing where we'll talk about that, because why is it that it's about money? It's always about money. When women have lost the plot when it comes to dating, dating is to get to know someone. Okay? Get to know someone. To see that, oh, you know what? I like this person's personality. I like the chemistry. I like the vibes. No, it's that, can he afford me? Right? Can you afford it? Let's break this down. It is, yeah, this is the thing, right? It's transactional. And I honestly believe women have done it. Women have turned dating into transactions. Can you afford it? Essentially, can you afford me? Okay? What am I getting from you? ridiculous. Well, let's break this down.
A man, if you don't have your financial affairs in order, you should not be dating. Dating costs money. It is an expense. It is not, women aren't using you, women aren't gold diggers. It just costs money.
Here's the thing. Women aren't choosing you, and it just costs money. But why is it one way? Why does it just cost money to him, not to her? And the funniness that women aren't using you, women are gold diggers. Okay. But what is he, if you're not using someone, okay, you don't want to feel used, it should be going both ways. He should be getting something out of it. She should be getting something out of it. Okay? What is he getting out of it? Her time? He's giving her his time as well. So that's already equal. Her attention? Well, he's doing the same. Her effort? What is that? Okay? Essentially, what is her effort? But her effort, he's doing the same. The only thing that's not that men can feel used about, that is the balance is unequal, is that he's paying for it, she's not. So what is she doing to tip that scale for him not to feel used? Women like this don't talk about that. Okay? Dating should be equal. This is why women don't understand the consequences of their actions, right? When men are constantly feeling used. Because again, men going out to dates, paying for dates, and then it go nowhere, yeah, he's feeling used. Because if he paid for a date, he impresses you, supposedly he has to afford the date, which most likely ain't a cheap date. Because affording a date really means that it's not a coffee date. Really means that it's not a walking date. So, well, if he's paying for that date, and he gets nothing out of it, he is essentially being used. And this is the thing. It's funny when women just think about, oh, their side, right? How they feel about this situation. They don't care about how the man feels. This is the insanity of it. Okay? Absolute insanity of it.
And if you think that spending money is ridiculous, or, the woman is asking for too much, just abstain from dating. It is okay.
Absolutely ridiculous. So, if he thinks that, you know what, that he wants to do a date where you get to know each other, or do coffee dates, get to know each other, that is too much. This is why coffee dates, 50-50 dates, whatever, have been popping up. Okay? And this is absolutely ridiculous. This is why men objectify women, in my opinion. Because again, when you boil men down to just their wallets, which women do, women constantly do, women constantly boil men down to their wallets. So, men are doing the same. It is equality right there. It's fine. You boil me down to my wallet if I can't afford you. Okay? What am I affording? What am I paying for? I'm paying for your body, your looks. Okay? Women don't think like that. Women can't comprehend that. And again, it is their fault. Okay? Since I honestly believe women are the true ones to objectify, so men are just reacting to that objectification. And I think women have always done this. In my opinion, women have always equate men to the providing, right? What they can provide, their resources and stuff like that. So men just react to it. Men, this is the consequences of it. If it's so important for men's provision, men's resources, well, it has to be a good investment. What is he investing in? What is the payoff for him to afford it, right? Pay for it.
Idea of treating someone to dinner or a few drinks, if that causes a lot of stress to you, you have a lot of other priorities to worry about.
And this is something that women don't understand. That is him being actually responsible with his money. Women can't understand the situation, right? I go on a date. I go on a maybe expensive date or a decent amount paying date, right? Where I have to pay for it. Okay, fine. And then that don't work out. Fine. I gotta go on another one. And then I have to pay for that one too. It don't work out. So if I'm actually financially wise with my money, then wouldn't I be more frugal? There's no get. This is the insanity of women. You can pay for I don't know these, a Michelin star restaurant, right? You can pay 500, whatever, how much, 300, 500 amount for the dinner. That doesn't guarantee you the woman's body. That doesn't guarantee you a relationship from her. So really, that is a terrible investment when you don't even know what you'll get out of it. Most of the time, the percentage of failure is much higher, a lot higher than women think. Okay, so if he's actually a wise man, a smart man, smart with his money, he will actually weigh the pros and cons. The percentage of failure is so high. Why am I paying $300 or whatever for a date that who knows if she will like me or not, right? So it's smarter, financially wiser. Okay, let's play this part again.
As a man, if you don't have your financial affairs in order,
having your financial affairs in order is being financially wise with your money, right? I promote this too. Men being financially wise with their money. I'm spending $300 on a date that fails. Why would I, if I'm financially stable, wise, right? Why would I spend that instead of, you know what? Let's go on a coffee date. Let's go on a walk date. And then, you know what? If she doesn't like me, boom. I'm either out $10 or out no money at all. And I still end on the same results. If I spent $300 on her and then she still wasn't into me, that is more financially smart. So really, I think more and more men are being financially smart. Okay, spending, in my opinion, my rule of dating is that I'm going to do a low investment date. I'm not paying for $100, $200 on a date that has a high percentage of failing. Because again, women, here's my controversial thing, or something I've noticed. A lot of women use the date to determine if she likes you or not. And in my opinion, if she's going to use that date to determine if she likes me or not, I'd rather use a coffee date, a low investment date, for her to determine that or not. Because why waste my money? And who knows if I impressed her, or if she's vibing with me, or she likes my personality or not. Because like I said, you could spend a lot of money, it doesn't guarantee nothing. So yeah, that's why I think it's ridiculous. I mean, I've had women not finish eating, and it was a waste. But whatever. That's why I'd rather go on low investment dates. But I don't know. What do you think? I think it's ridiculous, right? Again, I think it's ridiculous for women, for this idiotic opinion. If you can't afford it, don't do it, right? I think that's absolutely ridiculous, because again, if you flip it, reverse it essentially. Because one, women don't pay for dates. So really saying women affording it is ridiculous. What women do, right, is focus on their looks. So if you're ugly, you shouldn't go on dates then, right? If you're a woman that's ugly, unattractive, fat, or whatever, you shouldn't go on dates. That's ridiculous. So, what do you guys think? I mean, here's the thing. I mean, like, I would pay for a date, but like I said, I would go for a low investment date. I don't expect a woman to give me her body on the first date. That's not an expectation I have. But what I do expect is that I'm not breaking my bank or going overboard for a date that who knows what will happen. Okay, so yeah, that's why I mean, and it's not the worst in my opinion, because I mean I haven't had like a whole lot of success, but I'd rather just do me, right? Because that money, the money I save, instead of spending on a whole bunch of dates that go nowhere, you know, I've done better for myself. All right, so here's another one that I wanted to react to. So let's check it out.
So hard to date. Like, I feel like I do not have the energy, the capacity, or the time to go out with these people, because I'm almost like, if you're taking time from me and my kids, you need to be worth it. And then I go on a date for 5 minutes and I'm just like, I'm paying a babysitter right now. I had to beg my mother. To watch these kids for you. And in middle of the date, I'm just like pissed off. Like, I'm so irritated that I hired a babysitter or that I had to beg my family for you. So guys, can we please really consider not wasting a single mom's time on a date? And I'm not trying to be like that girl, but it's just, man, it is not easy. As a single mom,
I gotta say, I've dated my fair share of single moms. It is annoying. It is annoying. Because this is the thing. That it is okay for them to treat you a certain way or have certain rules or expectations or ideas about you. You can't have it for them. Single moms will make dating hard, will make dating extremely hard on you. And on the flip side, they will make you a low priority, especially if you are not in their eyes the top man in their view. So I think it's ridiculous. But let's react to this.
it is so hard to date. Like, I feel like I do not have the energy, the capacity, or the time to go out with these people, because I'm almost like, if you're taking time from me and my kids.
And your kids. This is the thing where I've said it. Women don't understand. They have made. This is why I say women's life experience, the life they live, the things they've been through, doesn't make them a better partner or make them better to be with. Because a lot of times women have lived a life that makes them actually a worse partner. She's cute, right? She's not bad looking, right? But now she has the difficulties of being a single mom. It will make her difficult. And again, being a single mom, well, yo, Mystic, what's up? That's the thing. Being a single mom has shrink her pool of good candidates, right? So now she's most likely attracting the terrible men, attracting the men that would waste her time, attracting the men that don't care, don't even focus that she's a single mom. They just want to pump it and dump it, right? So that's the thing.
You need to be worth it. And then I go on the date for 5 minutes and I'm just like, I'm paying a babysitter right now. I had to beg my mother.
That's the insanity. You have to be worth it. You have to be worth it. Only women, right? Imagine this, right? Imagine a man that has become fat, broke, disheveled, okay? And now, I mean, he was in his prime, okay? He was good looking, had money, great personality, good charm. Then later on in life, got worse, right? Got worse. I don't know, disfigured, fat, no money at all, got broke. And now he's thinking that a woman need to be worth it for his time. Here's the thing with women, where they become less date-wise valuable, and their expectation, their value in themselves becomes higher. You gotta be worth it. Worth it. It's like, really, what are you really worth? Okay, you are actually, yes. This is why women like this will attract the players, the Chaz, the Tyrones, the men that just because she's good looking, just wants to pump it and dump it. Okay.
I had to beg my mother to watch these kids for you. And in the middle of the day, I'm just like pissed off. Like, I'm so irritated that I hired a babysitter or that I had to beg my family for you. So, guys, can we please really consider not wasting a single mom's time on a date? And I'm not trying to be like.
And here's the ridiculous of this, right? So her thing is that, so guys, can we stop wasting single mom's time? You're not dating the guys that care about your time. This is the thing. I'm gonna stick with this to the day I die. It is your choice. You are choosing terrible men. Okay, so you get terrible results. And here's the thing. Here, I don't know why women don't do this. How about go on coffee dates? This is why, right? Women are ridiculous in not thinking about. You don't want to waste your time? How about go on simple dates? How about actual focus on telephone date? Like, this is the thing where men's view on dating, right? Coffee dates, walking dates, an ice cream date. Like, get to know him before you go on a date with him, because essentially you're wasting your own time. You're wasting your own time, because I've said this and I believe women do this, right? Especially women nowadays. They use the date to determine if they like you or not. So, if, let's say, they go on the date, you aren't charming, you aren't funny, you aren't interesting, well, they view that you wasted their time. How are you wasting their time? Right? When they use the date to determine if you are worth it, worth their time. How about get to know him before an actual date? This is why women are their true own enemy, because they go about dating idiotically, right? Such a stupid way they go about dating. How about get to know him before you go on a date? It's like the date. This is what I always believe, right? The date only confirms that you like him, because you should already like him before going on a date. That's my opinion, right? You should already, because before the date, you should already like the man. The first date should only confirm that, you know what, you actually like the man. The second date should show you that, oh wait, I would sleep with this man. He is worth it. I want a commitment with this man. Second date, you should already know that. Third date, you should practically be knocking on a relationship, in my opinion. Because again, people waste too much time. In my opinion, especially women. Stop wasting your time. How about go about dating with purpose and actual intelligence, in my opinion. All right? That's the thing I see with a lot of women and how they go about dating. You are wasting your own time. You are wasting your own time, and you are picking terrible men. Stop saying men when you only choose a select few. Okay? Women like this, yeah, she's good looking, but I can tell you, she does not pick just any random man, right, to go on a date with. He has to fit some prerequisite, right? Like, he's tall, like ridiculously tall, probably good looking, or maybe well off in certain ways, or really charming. That's the thing where this man has already qualified other stages, right? So it's different. But that's why I think it's ridiculous.
That girl, but it's just, man, it is not easy.
And that's the thing, women make it not easy. I literally think women make dating a whole lot harder for themselves. So, what do you guys think? Okay, so I have this video I wanted to, check out too. So let's react to this one.
Okay, anyone that's dating in 2024 that thinks this way, please like help me understand why you think this way, because I don't know if it's because I'm old-fashioned or what, but I swear the dating game is just so different right now. Like there's endless amounts of options is what these men are always thinking, and it just blows my mind. Like first of all, when you break up, they're on Hinge literally the same day. Don't understand that. Two, if you like, a man will literally sit there and text you and say that he's falling for you, and then the next second he'll tell you that he's going on a date with someone else. It's not giving the king energy that I'm wanting. So I don't know if like I'm just gonna be single for the rest of my life, or why is it like the grass is greener on the other side and there's just so many more options. Like if you have to choose that, I'm not the one. Okay, anyone?
This is the thing with women, right? How they choose a select few men, and yet they can just put that opinion across most men or men in general is always ridiculous to me. It's always ridiculous to me that, and I doubt this women. I doubt women of this day and age are old-fashioned. I really doubt it. I honestly doubt it. But this is the thing with women where they don't understand. Again, they are the enemy that is making their life harder. Okay? Women are actually making their own dating life harder by the actions they do, the ideology that they have. Okay? Because again, the men that you date does not equal men in general. The selectivity of women is their problem. And you know what? It is fine. You should or you could be selective, right? But you cannot say men. Why are men like this? Men are terrible. All this thing where women just put the blame on men, when honestly it's the men that you are attracted to. Okay? Because this distinction is important. Women can't understand. Making this distinction is very important. I've always said this. Women are attracted to very few men. 80% of women find 80% of men unattractive. Okay? Women find very few men truly attractive. Okay? They are attracted to very few men. So when you are only attracted to a small amount of men, that does not equal most men. Okay? That is not a general consistent or general idea of men in general. That's not, okay? Because again, I'm gonna say it. Average men don't have that much options. Okay, they can't like break up with a woman and then boom, next day I got another woman ready for me. Most men, I'm not saying there aren't men like that. Of course there are, but most men, they don't have that ready access to multiple women like that. Not average men, not the majority of men. Now, if you can, right, bros, if you guys have that charm, that lifestyle, I am so happy for you, because having options is amazing, right? Men that have options, you have most likely worked for it, or you are God's gift to women, right? So more props to you guys if you guys have that kind of options. But I'm not delusional. I don't have that option, and I know most men don't. So if you guys have it, awesome. So, but let's break this down. Today's females are old, not old-fashioned. I mean,
That's dating in 2024 that thinks this way, please like help me understand why you think this way, because I don't know if it's because I'm old-fashioned or what, but I swear the dating game is just so different right now. Like there's endless amounts of options is what these men are always thinking.
these men, no. There's endless options for the men that you want. This is the thing what women can't grasp. If you want this man, most other women would too, right? So that's hypothetical, right? Say that she wants this man, maybe because he's good looking, maybe because he's tall, blue eyes, 6 foot. What have you guys heard this? That whole, I don't know, TikTok song, right? Blue eyes, 6 foot, works in finance. Well, I've seen it, and other women want that man as well. So you choose a man that's highly desired. Well, wouldn't women desire him as well? Wouldn't other women desire him as well? You hear, like, on Kendra G's show, right? You constantly hear it. I want a tall, dark, handsome man that makes 6 figures and more. Yeah, like every other woman too, right? It's like women think that, oh, the man that I want isn't rare. The man that I want is in abundance. The man that I want would want me too. The man that I want, no other woman wants. It's like, really? Really? Because the man that you want, every woman is asking for. The majority of women is asking for. Let's say this. A black man, tall, handsome, makes over 6 figures. Wow. You think other black women doesn't want him too? Hell, you think white women, other women, Asian women doesn't want that man as well? It's like women can't understand. Yeah, the man that you want have options. Wow, that's so crazy of an idea. Why? Why is that crazy? So, no duh, the men that you are attracted to have options. It's like none of these women ever come up to, on these shows, on these apps, on these social media and say, I'm attracted to a short, chubby nerd that makes 50K. Right? I'm pretty sure you'll be the only one. So really, no duh, the men that you are attracted to have options. Because again, if you are attracted to him, most likely other women would find those reasonings that you are attracted to him for also attractive.
And it just blows my mind. Like, first of all, when you break up, they're on Hinge. Literally,
He has no. It's like you broke up. The absolute reasonings is ridiculous. So you broke up with him, or you broke up, and what? He should be in pain. He should be suffering. He should be by himself for whenever you think it's reasonable. It's like, does that make sense? When you break up, they're on Hinge literally the same day. So you broke up with him, he should still be loyal to you. He should still be in pain. It's like, that amazes me. Okay, that amazes me. If you didn't want him on a dating app, why break up? Why break up? One, why you break up with him and care that he's on a dating app? Because you left him. Two, if he breaks up with you, well, no duh, he would be on a dating app. Because he didn't care. It's like, either reasoning, either scenario, it don't make sense why you care that he's on a dating app. Why must the man, especially the man that you wanted, right, need to, I don't know, it's like, you want him to suffer, cry, be sad that you guys broke up. What? It's like, the ridiculousness of that idea is beyond me.
same day. Don't understand that. Two, if you, like, a man will literally sit there and text you and say that he's falling for you, and then the next second he'll tell you that he's going on a date with someone else.
Okay, he's falling for you. Cool. Does that mean that he's in a relationship with you? Not really. I'm women don't understand. He's actually being upfront. Cool. He's not lying to you. Right? And this is the thing where women gotta understand. The men that you want have options. So it is your responsibility to actually show these men, the men that have options, the men that are highly desired, why should he stick with just you? Why are you? This is the thing with women, right? With a lot of women, they don't understand the men that they choose. Let's hypothetically, these high value men that they want, okay, high value men are rare. Not every man can be high value. Not every man can make six figures. Not every man is good looking to women. That's how it is. Okay? So, this man is rare. Women that are good looking aren't. Men find 80% of men find 80% of women attractive. So, most men find most women attractive. So, what does that say? It's not rare to be attractive. It's not rare to find an attractive woman. Okay, it's not. And for top percent men, for high level men, it's not hard for these men to get attractive women. So this is the thing with women to understand. You want to lock down rare men. What about you is worth it? This is the thing where women understand. It's about competition. Here's the thing where women is funny. Because men constantly compete for them. Women don't understand when they have to compete for men. Okay? But this is the problem. You choose certain types of men that you have to compete for. I've said this, right? I've said this. If you are a man that makes over six figures, you are a rare man. Financially, you are rare. So, I honestly believe you are the prize. You are rare because women constantly value money. Women value your resources. So, essentially, you are already one up most men by having that finance, being six figures. So, more props to you guys. Right? Any guy that makes six figures or above, I'll give you guys your flowers. You guys are rare men. Women should essentially compete for you, in my opinion. Because again, just that alone, just the six-figure part alone, you are already rare. But women can't understand, I should not compete for men. Ridiculous, do you? Because again, you have flipped the scale. Where when you go for rare men, you have to compete. Right? And it's a foreign concept for women. Competing is a foreign concept for women. And sadly, more and more women nowadays are competing. They have to compete for men because they choose rare men.
It's not giving the king energy that I'm wanting. So I don't know if I'm just going to be single.
And to be honest, kings, they don't stick with one woman. Kings do not stick with one woman. So you're asking for a rare man. They're not. Kings are not in abundance. Never in history. Kings are both rare and, to be honest, valuable in a sense, right? They are top level men. So, understand the words you're saying. King energy, a king have concubines. Kings have mistresses. Kings have more than one woman. Essentially, you are asking for a king. The disconnect is amazing with women.
For the rest of my life? Or why is it like the grass is greener on the other side and there's just so many more options? Like if you have to
let's go.
Choose that and not the one. So I don't know if I'm just going to be single for the rest of my life or...
This is the thing where I said, fine, women can be single for the rest of their life. Don't complain about it. Don't blame men. Okay? Because again, it's not men's fault. Because I've said this before, there will always be a man out there, all right, or men that will want you. Okay? For any woman. If she's ugly, pretty, fat, skinny, old, young, there will always be men out there that will want to be with you. It's just that you don't want to be with them. So, yeah, if you are a stickler for your preferences, right? Then you most likely will always be single. Okay? Don't complain about that. Don't complain about the choices you make. That's the issue I always have with women like this. When you, okay, You didn't want any other men, so that is your prerogative.
Why is it like the grass is greener on the other side and there's just so many more options? Like if you have to choose that and not the one.
That's the thing, right? Where I see it a lot. You choose a man with options, and yet you complain about how he has options. I mean, that is the mentality of people that, and in my opinion, women have always had this, you know, lifestyle where the grass is always greener with women, because for women, they will always have options. And that's why women, in my opinion, women suffer from this ideology the most. Right, the grass is always greener, because essentially women always have options. So they suffer from this. So it's hard for them to comprehend when they have to deal with this from men. Okay, because again, throughout history, men on average don't live like that. Men don't always understand the grass is always greener, because essentially men don't always have options. Okay, so but women are suffering that because of their actions. They want to go for rare men, top level men. Okay, great. No, all the power to you. But there are consequences to those actions. Okay, those rare men, top level men, highly desired men. Well, they have options. Right? You have to compete for them. They don't have to compete for you. Now they may, try to get with you, but that's not necessarily them competing for you, right? That's them doing their own game. So that's something women gotta understand. What do you guys think? All right, let's check this video out.
I know the topic of conversations when they be talking about men paying all women bills, and men be like, okay, if I pay all the bills, what can you contribute? Because he can cook and clean up the house by himself. I be really trying to wonder, like, first of all, as a man, what can you contribute if I don't need you to pay my bills? Because ain't that the same question? You saying that you just contributing so much by paying bills that you should be paying anyway because you have to live somewhere, but what can you contribute if I don't need you to pay my bills? That's where a lot of y'all get stuck at, and I know this. Because if you not, when you start dealing with a woman that don't need you but wants you, it's hard for her to be blinded by the things that you can do for her that she can already do for herself. You feel me what I'm saying? So that means that at that point, you pass the money situation, you're going to have to start having good character. Your principle is going to have to be right. Your heart is going to have to be in the right space. You're going to have to talk to her the right way. You're going to have to respect her and treat her the right way. You're going to have to present her the right way in the streets. Because in reality, those are the only things that you can give her that she can't give to herself as far as romance. You feel me what I'm saying? So y'all just think about that. Next time the question come up talking about if I pay all your bills, what can you contribute to me? And I can cook and clean up by myself. Okay, well, I can pay my bills by myself. So now we in the same boat, ain't we? I don't need you and you don't need me. So now what's the conversation about? Because at the end of the day, after you take all them crazy materialistic things out of the equation, it all comes down to the type of person that you are at heart. And that's when y'all have a lot of issues looking at y'allself in the mirror. I don't know the topic of
This is the problem with a lot of women. And Mystic, you said it, right? Let's guidance is cool, but women constantly put down protection. I don't know if you guys what is it? This what was it? What is it that I don't know. There was this recent thing. What is it? This Missy I forgot. Sonia Messi. Okay? I don't know if you guys heard about that, right? Pretty much living by herself, being by herself, cops come in and killed her, right? Killed her. I don't know. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know deeply. I just know very glancery story. But here's the thing. She was by herself, right? Whether you think cops are dangerous or not, if there was a man there, he would have been in front of that. He would have protected her. He would have done something. Where this is the thing where women is so ignorant about. You forget men protect, especially what is his. Men protect what is his. And this is the thing where women don't understand. Women don't protect men. Women will protect their children well before they protect the man. They wouldn't even protect a man, right? Most of the times they don't think about protecting a man. Men will definitely lay their lives down for their women and their children. Women will lay their life down for their children. Okay? Imagine that. And yet women constantly ignore protection. And yet they wonder why men don't even care about that anymore. Men don't, because women put down protection as nothing. Because here's the thing. When you protect someone, that is life-threatening. That is life-threatening. You can get seriously injured or lose your life. When that happens, that's it, right? If you lose your life, you're dead. So that one protection, which should be so valuable, that is done. His life is gone, and you are still around, right? So this, I'm always disgusted how a lot of women ignore the importance of protection, and yet they constantly say men are violent. We live in a world that there are good people, bad people. We don't live in a utopia, okay? So, in general, what will protect people from bad people are usually men. Men are the ones that will protect women from bad people, from bad men. And this is, I mean, that's the thing, right? I mean, it's like people don't understand. Men are there to protect. Yeah, if a man was there, wouldn't have been a need to call the cops. I mean, this is the thing. Women think that they can do it themselves until they have to call men, cops, to handle their problems, to handle issues. That's the ridiculous of it. But let's break this down.
Conversations when they be talking about men paying all women bills, and men be like, okay, if I pay all the bills, what can you contribute? Because he can cook and clean up the house by himself. I be really trying to wonder, like, first of all, as a man, what can you contribute if I don't need you to pay my bills? Because ain't that the same question?
Let me break this down, right? That is a lie. It's a lie because here's the thing. You're not paying for dates. You're not paying for trips. You're not contributing your money, regardless if you can pay your own bills. All right? You're not. And let's break this insanity down. A lot of times, even if a woman can pay her own bills, she still expects a man to pay shit, right? Pay for things like, I don't know, get your hair done, get your nail done, pay for a phone bill, pay for, like, I've been with these strong, independent women. I could do it all myself, right? I pay my own bills, and yet, right, still ask me for money. So this is the insanity of women, where women are so ignorant about it. You say that you could pay your own bills, and yet you're not going 50-50 on dates, right? You're not paying for you're not paying for your own way to shit. No, you still expect men to contribute. That's the insanity of it. Right? That's the lie that women want to portray. You think it's so special that you pay your own bills, and yet you still expect men to pay for dates. So really, who cares if you pay your own bills? Great, you're being an adult, right? You're being an adult. You're paying for your own bills. So what? Does not change a man's life that you pay your own bills. At the end of the day, you still expect a man to pay for dates. Right? You still expect a man to treat you to shit. It's not the same way around. That is true, right? Mystic, that's true, right? Men are more cautious, right? I'm more thinking about, guidance. Women don't listen to men anyway. Women like this would not listen to a man. So that is, and I think women do predominantly make bad decisions. I do. And I think it is important, right? Men's guidance is very important, but women don't value that as well. I do agree, Mystic. And that's true, right? This is the thing. You're an adult, so great that you pay your own bills.
You saying that you just contributing so much by paying bills that you should be paying anyway because you have to live somewhere. But what can you contribute if I don't need you to pay my bills? That's where a lot of y'all get stuck at, and I know this.
It's like, yes, protection and guidance. Let's say that you each your own adult. Okay. It's like there's more to men than just paying a bill. This is the thing where women don't think that. And this is the thing. Fine. What if you do deal with an emotionally intelligent man? If he gives you the things that she's saying, right? Let's listen to what the things she said.
Because when you start dealing with a woman that don't need you but wants you, it's hard for her to be blinded by the things that you can do for her that she can already do for herself. You feel me what I'm saying? So that means that at that point, you pass the money situation, you're going to have to start having good character. Your principle is going to have to be right. Your heart is going to have to be in the right space. You're going to have to talk to her the right way. You're going to have to respect her and treat her the right way. You're going to have to present her the right way in the streets. Because in reality, those are the only things that you can give her that she can't give to herself.
Let's not lie to ourselves, right? Well, like women like this, which they lie to themselves. Right? There are men that are emotionally intelligent, men that are respectful, men that are loving. At the end of the day, women still expect men to contribute financially. Right? Let's not lie about this is the thing where I hate the lies that women want to portray. Fine. So, are you saying that if a man provides this, right? No, he's not providing you financially. You're all separate. This is all you saying, right? Treat you respectfully, lovingly. Is that it? That's enough, right? Being emotionally intelligent. The lies. This is where I want to break these crappy ass lies. Because again, even quote unquote good women, they still expect financial support or financial contributions. Okay? They still do. That's why it is the ridiculousness of shit like this. Okay? And here's the thing. Women will go for the players and want these men who don't really contribute financially, right? Because all they do is just play women, have sex with women, use women for their bodies. They want these men to be like that. Okay? Be more emotionally intelligent, be more loving, be more faithful, right? Be more caring. They don't get with the men that are already like that. No. They want to get with the bad men and change the bad men into that. There are plenty of men that are like this, right? Very loving, very caring, okay, very respectful. You just don't choose these men.
As far as romance, you feel me what I'm saying? So y'all just think about that. Next time the question come up talking about if I pay all your bills, what can you contribute to me? And I can cook and clean up by myself. Okay, well, I can pay my bills by myself. So now we in the same boat, ain't we?
You can't protect you, okay? You can't protect. I mean, like you're not. It's like this is the insanity. You can protect yourself from, the bad people in the world. You don't. And here's the thing, right? Fine. There are men that are like that. Men that will be loving. Men that will be very romantic. This is the thing where I think it's funny. And I've heard stories about it too, right? Men that are emotionally intelligent, very caring, very loving. And yet, I hear stories of men getting cheated on. These men getting cheated on by the men that would just pump and dump. That's the insanity of it, right? I hear there's plenty of time where women will get with these men, right? Men that are loving, men that are caring, men that are romantic, okay? Men that are respectful. And hear that these men get cheated on by the players, the bad boys, the Pookies, the Ray Rays, right? And how can you believe, how can you trust the shit that women say? Because their actions prove otherwise. Because women constantly get with the shitty men. You say all this, right? You say, I want a romantic man. I want a man that respects me, loves me, that's be romantic, right? That cares for me on an emotional level. Awesome. And yet, you constantly get with the bad men. It flabbergastes me. It just amazes me. Women's words are always different from their actions. That's the insanity of shit. And this is why men don't trust women's words.
I don't need you and you don't need me. So now what's the conversation about? Because at the end of the day, after you take all them crazy materialistic things out of the equation, it all comes down to the type of person that you are at heart. And that's when y'all have a lot of issues looking at yourself in the mirror.
Men don't. Men don't. This is the thing where this is the issue, right? Yo, Logical Faith, you are thank you for the support. God, you are amazing, man. You're amazing, man. Thank you. Logical Faith, you're amazing. Women just simply don't value love and character as much as they claim to. That's not at the top of their list. Exactly. Right? It's like, this is the thing. There are plenty of men, right? Plenty of men that are romantic, loving, respectful, have good character, morally sound, right? There are plenty of men like that. Plenty. The problem is that these men aren't highly valued. Women constantly pick men on finances, men on charm, men on looks, height. I have rarely ever said women's first few things out of their mouth. Oh, I want a man of character. I want a man that's loving. I want a man that's monogamous. I want a man of character, of morality. No. I want a man that's respectful. No. You don't hear that, right? Especially not at the top of their list. Maybe after they get with a man that's financially well off, great height, great looks, physically fit, and then after they get with him, I want him to be morally sound, monogamous, only want me, respectful. It's like, you're kidding me? You want the perfect man. You want a man that's like the 1% of the 1%. It's absolutely amazing. They're not toxic enough. Exactly. This is the thing where I have problems with a lot of women, where the words that they say don't match the actions that they have. Bro, Logic, you are amazing. Logic, you're amazing. Logical Faith, you will never hear a man of bad character complain about being lonely. That's right there. That is absolute fact, absolute reality. Why do you think bad men have no issues when it comes to women. Bad men, the Pookies, the Ray Rays, the players, the bad boys, the Chaz, the Tyrones, the criminals, the thugs, the street guys. Why do they don't complain about getting a woman? They don't complain about actual women problems. They don't. Because women are in abundance for these men. So, women's actions prove otherwise. I mean, yes. Logical. That is logical. Two statements that are absolutely gems, right? Those are gems right there. Amazing. So, this is the craziness of women. What do you guys think? Yo, Logical Faith, you are amazing. You are amazing. Thank you for the donations, man. You are amazing, bro. Huh. Just I'm not sure. Does it all relate to the household? Relationship with your mother and father, etc.? I'm saying that because I'm too nice and I get walked over by all women in a way and don't say things back. This is the thing, right? I think I understand what you're saying. Here's the thing with me, right? You hear all these sayings, right? Be respectful, all these things that women say, right? Treat women with respect, no is no, all this shit. Only nice guys, good guys, morally sound men listen to these shit. Only these men listen to the rules, the laws, the words of women. Only good men listen to this. Bad men don't. Bad men, right? The players, the bad boys, okay? They don't listen to these crap that women say. They recognize that, you know what, they will follow women's actions. Women's actions is they like the toxic men. They like the bad boys. They like the mysterious men, right? They like the men that will chase. Don't listen to no means no. That's the thing. Because, like, I care to be nice and good, but I'm treated with respect, but it's as if the mistake I'm making is thinking the women around me are, like, I think proper ladies or leaders. They aren't. Like, it's female nature. To be honest, bro, I think I understand that, right? I honestly believe that women nowadays aren't ladylike. They're not. I think a lot of women are. It's like, was it maybe Patrice O'Neal? I don't know, but I think he had a joke where, you gotta not listening to women's words, but their actions. To be honest, I've seen it where women want the toxic men, right? They just want toxic men to change. So they like the bad boy, for the bad boy to change into the good guy. It's just weird, right? But still have bad boy traits. I think it's this is why I'm in support of, like, manosphere content, because again, it's men sharing other information, sharing experiences, so other men can learn and not be naive. Yeah, okay. I'm not talking about attracted to nice guys. I mean, for instance, today my niece was rude, and I've been thinking, why does her mom allow her to be be so towards me? Like, literally, why should you should? I mean, here's the thing. I think you should. I don't know your situation. I think you said that. I don't know if she said you she has a husband or not. But here's the problem with a lot of uh young girls that don't have really a lot of male presence in their life. Shh. I and here's my opinion, right? I believe men instill, like fathers, right? Fathers, men presence, men's roles in children's life is to instill fear and the sense of respect for authority, right? When a woman or a child does not have a strong male figure in their life, they don't have a fear of, you know, of men, which they I think they should, but also a respect, right? They don't have a fear of authority or respect of authority. So now they think that, here's the thing: you're a child. To being disrespectful to a grown man, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And here's the thing: she thinks that she can walk all over you because, you know, she doesn't have that fear or respect, which you should. This is the thing where it's the insanity where in nature you are an older man comparatively, so you should have respect for that image. And that's the thing, right? That's the problem with a lot of single moms. They do not know how to discipline children. They don't. They know how to be sympathetic to children, friendly to children, right? But they don't instill the fear. It may sound terrible, right? But you need to fear authority. Children need to fear and respect authority. They do. Because how do you think that you see now grown adults disrespecting cops, and then boom, something shitty happens, something bad happens? Well, again, it is about like hierarchy, okay? This person is on the higher level of the ladder to you. You need to respect that and fear that, okay? So you need to act accordingly. And a lot of women, they and this is the problem, they think they're equal to men. Well, when true equality to men is that men can show them what it truly means to be equal to a man, right? Because if two men were disrespectful to each other, right? If one man was disrespectful to another man, okay, in a terrible way, there is the fear of violence in there. Yeah, and she has no respect. I mean, she doesn't have a respect for you. I mean, like talking rudely to a grown up is ridiculous in my opinion, and that shows you in her mom's teachings. You know, it is a sad thing. I think that's disrespectful, and but the problem is that you're not the parent, right? So she will naturally have no respect for you because if your sister didn't really step in, it's not gonna affect the your niece like that. So that's the it's either you step in and say some shit, or you just back away and just, you know, don't deal with them. It is a sad thing, but for me, I don't let that happen with any of my nieces, right? Any children in my family, that's a no go. I don't allow that shit to happen. So, but that's again, you gotta have some control, you know, of your surroundings. definitely, I could see the princess treatment. It's also the I think a lot of women are doing this, like the friendship treatment, where oh,
I would like
you know,
male.
we're friends, right? The mother and child relationship has changed to a friendship. I think that's ridiculous. I think that's a detriment to children. So I don't agree with that, right? But anyway, but again, like I said, it's either just you either step in or you let them live their own life and you focus on your own. Because again, a lot of times they might not even listen. They might not even care because again, in your niece's eyes, you're not an authority, right? You're not someone that can punish her or really affect her life, so she probably could care less. The sad thing. All right, so I thought this was interesting, and it's a topic that let's talk about it, right? It's a um, interesting idea. So, can men have female friends? Let's talk about it.
Perspective on this situation that I've had as like an ongoing conversation with someone at work recently, because I can't wrap my head around this. So the situation is, I have this perspective, which is women and men can be just friends. You can have friends that you don't find at all attractive. You can have friends that you do find attractive, but you are just friends of the opposite gender. I personally have that experience. I know that I can do it, women can do it. And he's saying men are not like that. Men cannot have friends that are not potential interests for them. He's saying kind of essentially that men aren't interested in women unless they're a prospect. He is kind of saying, like, if you're cool enough to be my friend, you're cool enough for more, even if she's ugly but she's got that thing about her, like, there is no female friend that is a friend unless there's some version of something with her that makes her a potential prospect in that way, right? And I'm like, I think everyone should have just friends of the opposite gender or whatever gender they're attracted to, because I think it helps you see more of the humanity of those. Like, the more alienated you are, the harder it is to see and just be exposed to those things in that way, for it to be even easier to have just friends. Does that make sense? He's like saying, if you're in a relationship with someone, then, like, if I'm dating a guy, there are no more male friends because you're playing with all of their hearts. And if he's dating a girl, he's married. He's saying, I don't have any female friends because if they're girls, then they're interests. And otherwise, guys just don't make friends like that. Like, just girls are not your friend, and you're playing with their heart if you are. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Because I'm like, if I was in a relationship with a guy and he had female friends, I'd be like, cool. As long as you're not, we're gonna, like, I don't know. Just tell me what you guys think. Is it possible? I think it's possible, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm leaving it up to you. I would like the.
So, it's an interesting topic. So can men have female friends? Yes, I think they could. Right? I think men and women can be friends, but I think it's hard. Right? I think it's hard. So, where I think it's hard is that it's hard to have platonic male and female friendship. It is hard. If either party can say that, oh, I would sleep with the person, that's not a platonic relationship. That's not a platonic friendship, right? If you can't put sex into that equation, that is not a platonic relationship, right? That is not real friendship, in my opinion. Because again, you will muddy that relationship. In my opinion, and this is a problem with a lot of people where they think sex is nothing special. I think it is. Sex in general has emotions with it. So if you can have sex with that person of the opposite gender, there's no friendship to be had. But can you be friends? It's that you find that person, you cannot be attractive to this person. You cannot see yourself wanting to have sex with this person in any capacity, right? Muddying the relationship, right? When sex brings into it, you have pretty much muddled the whole dynamic. So, yeah, if it's platonic, right? If you see you don't want to have sex with this person, right? You don't want to bring into those levels of emotions, then yeah, you can't be friends. But it is hard because definitely for men, okay? You gotta think, right? If she's attractive and you love her personality, right? You love it so much that you can be friends with her. Why wouldn't he want to date you, right? You are attractive with a personality that he likes. This is the thing, right? It is rare. It is rare, if, in my opinion, if not unlikely, that a man, he finds this woman attractive and he loves her personality. He would want to be with her. Plain and simple. So, if he wants to be with her, most likely, it's not a true friendship. So, that's something that women really can't grasp. If he finds you attractive, if he loves your personality, there is a high 99% chance that he would and want to see a relationship or even a sexual relationship out of this dynamic. So, can you be friends in that situation? No. When you bring sex to it, I don't think there's friendship.
Male perspective on this situation that I've had as like an ongoing conversation with someone at work recently, because I can't wrap my head around this. So the situation is, I have this perspective, which is women and men can be just friends. Just friends. You can have friends that you don't find at all attractive. You can have friends that you do find attractive, but you are just friends.
I think that's ridiculous. I honestly believe that part is ridiculous. If you don't find the person attractive, great. That means you won't cross the boundaries. You won't cross the borders. This is the thing where I've seen the stories, right? Men are not stupid. Men are not stupid. This is why a lot of men don't like their woman having male friends. Because there have been plenty of stories where, and I've heard these stories. And I've been in a situation. My last girlfriend, her best friend, and this is what I was being foolish about, right? I knew that I wasn't cool with that. I wasn't cool with it, but you know what? I was like, fine, I'm okay with it. I'll get over it. I wasn't cool with it. Her best friend was a man. Her best friend, she's known him since she was a kid, right? And she said to me, "Oh, he wouldn't want to be with me. He doesn't, all this shit, right?" But when she got serious with me, I said that, "Yo, I don't like it because this guy likes you." She said, "No, he doesn't like me. He doesn't like me." Okay, I told him, ask him, prove it. And then he spilled his feelings to her. And he's done plenty of things, like he buy her shit. He gives her things, right? To like, that's not cool, right? That's not cool. And again, many men have experienced this shit. Where women have guys in their friend zones that would give their arm to be the next man that this woman would go with. Right? So he's always there, waiting for a chink in her armor. Okay? Some like where she's vulnerable enough where he can step in. Men know this shit. Right? This is part of like the guidance or men being cautious, where men know the realities. Right? Men know the situations. So no. This is why men don't like their woman having male friends. Because there's a high likelihood that he's attracted to her and he likes her personality. So he wants to be with her. And women know this constantly. And this is the terribleness of women having male friends. They know that this man would easily, gladly have sex with her or be with her. They just keep these men at a far reach, but still use these men for emotional sponges.
The opposite gender. I personally have that experience. I know that I can do it. Women can do it. And he's saying men are not like that. Men cannot have friends that are not potential interests for them.
Men can have. This is the thing, right? She said men can't have friends that are potential interests. Men can. Men can have friends that they have no interest in, right? But can men have friends that they have potential interest in? Or maybe I was confused about that. She said that men can't have friends that they have potential interest in. Okay, no, I agree. My bad. I misinterpreted that, but yes, men cannot have friends that they have potential interest in. Like I said, if in any way that he's attracted to her physically and attracted to her, you know, I don't know, personally, right? Emotionally, or he's attracted to her personality, not just her physical, that will make it impossible for him to be friends with her, right? Or just friends with her. Again, he will look for a chance to step in.
He's saying kind of essentially that men aren't interested in women unless they're a prospect. He is kind of saying, like, if you're cool enough to be my friend, you're cool enough for more. Even if she's ugly, but she's got that thing about her, like, there is no female friend that is a friend unless there is some version of something with her that makes her a potential.
Now, here's the thing, right? That is a little bit interesting with men, where let's say he's not initially attracted to her by looks, but he loves her personality. Now, there can be and always a chance that, but here's the thing, I think it's dependent on the man. So let's say he's a man that has options. He's not hurting for women, right? If he's not hurting for women, then yeah, the chance of him caring that, okay, she's not attractive, but he loves her personality, but he just sees her as a friend, that's fine, because he always has options, so he's not thinking about that twice. Now, if he's a man that, let's say, getting women is not the easiest for him, yeah, it might be hard for him to have a female friend, because again, if he's not attracted to her, but she's an amazing friend of his, he may be thinking of that. So,
prospect in that way, right? And I'm like, I think everyone should have just friends of the opposite gender or whatever gender they're attracted to, because I think it helps you see more of the humanity of those. Like, the more alienated you are, the harder it is to see and just be exposed to those things in that way, for it to be even easier to have just friends. Does that make sense? He's like,
this is the thing, right? Where she's saying she thinks that men, or she thinks people should have friends of the opposite gender. My view is that it wouldn't hurt, but in my opinion, okay, I think women benefit more from having male friends than men having female friends. Just my opinion, because again, women will use men as emotional sponges, as emotional support, for magnitude of reasonings, right? I think men don't necessarily in general, I don't think men need women or find women for emotional support and stuff like that. Because again, I think men being too emotional is not beneficial to them. I think men being emotionally smart, emotionally intelligent, right, is better than using women as a shoulder to cry on. So I don't know. I mean, it's just a small idea that I'm still developing. I just don't find equal benefit, right? So I don't know. Let's just play it out.
Saying if you're in a relationship with someone, then like if I'm dating a guy, there are no more male friends because you're playing with all of their hearts. And if he's dating a girl, he's married. He's saying I don't have any female friends because if they're girls, then they're interested. And otherwise, guys just don't make friends like that. Like just girls are not your friend, and you're playing with their heart if you are. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Because I'm like, if I was in a relationship with a guy and he had female friends, I'd be like, cool. As long as you're not, we're gonna, like, I don't know. Just tell me what you guys think. Is it?
Just, is it? I mean, I don't know if that's the abundance mindset, having female friends. I think, in my opinion, right, what I've learned is that the abundance mindset is not female friends, is females as potential female partners. So, you know what, Mystic, this is the thing. Here's my opinion, right? Now, I'm not saying to cry on the shoulder of a man, right? I don't think a man should cry on the shoulders of a man, but I think talking to other men and good men, talking to other good men, emotionally intelligent men, is better than talking to a woman, right? I think that's better because again, men understand other men better, and good men, good men don't judge other men for, unloading their stress, unloading their burdens, right? I'm like, look at Just, right? He just talked to me about, his niece, his family problems. I don't look at him any less of a man. No, I see that, I see his issues, I see his problems, right? I see that, he has females in his family that does not see him as an authority figure, do not see him as a level of a man that they should, okay? And all these other things, right? I can understand that. Honestly, I don't think a woman would see that, would understand that. She would probably be more sympathetic to the niece. That's the thing, right? A woman will probably not see the man's issue, right? The issues that a man is going through. They won't. They will see it through a female lens, and that really isn't as helpful as it's not that helpful for a man in his life, in my opinion. So I just think it's a little bit different than for having female friends. So I don't necessarily think that it's always beneficial. I mean, it's good to have some female friends just to keep yourself more base and, more understanding of how female work and stuff. But I don't think it's necessarily as beneficial or same level as men having female friends when like women having male friends. I think it's a little bit different, right? So I don't know. What do you guys think? Okay, it's almost 2 hours. I'm not trying to make these lives crazy long, so because I don't want to, keep you guys up, so long, right? So, I want to say you guys are amazing. You guys are the reason why I love doing these lives. I love making this channel, right? Mystic, you're amazing. Just let's see, classy perspective. If some of you guys are not still here, that's awesome. I mean, Dulo, McCoy, if you guys aren't here, this is still a shout out, right? I still want to give you guys a shout out for even stopping by. You guys are amazing. Logical Faith, you are amazing, right? I cannot show, I can't express how much love and mad love I have for your support. It's amazing. This I agree with this, right? I think the female lens is clueless about men, like they are trying to understand us like we are trying to understand them. But I think women are successful in dating, don't like. Here, this is the thing, right? In my opinion, women live life on easy mode. Women live life on easy mode. So they don't need to or care to understand men. So they're terrible at it. Women only care about, oh, men just want them for their bodies. That's good enough for them. So that's why another reason why I don't think women are the best fit for male friends. I honestly believe men finding good male friends is what's important. Not just any man, right? Don't find just any male friends. No. Good male friends. That's my opinion. Those are the best. But yeah. Mystic, thank you for stopping by. Just, you guys are amazing. Yeah. Again, thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for subscribing, liking, watching my other videos, commenting. You guys are amazing. Okay? I love you guys. You guys are my brothers, right? I'm always happy for you guys stopping by, talking about whatever you want, right? Just I love you are sharing your family stuff. I love it, right? I love talking about that. Giving my opinions. It's amazing. Thank you guys, right? All the love. You guys are my brothers. So thank you for stopping by. Hope you guys had a good night. Hope you guys liked the live.